Hi guys, welcome to SHK Excel World. I'm Salim Haider, and unfortunately this is second week of the lockdown in Pakistan because of coronavirus. And the obvious stats we are going through nowadays is the number of corona patients all across the globe. So if you Google corona and number of patients, you will come across a website which is Worldometer. And if you go on to the homepage of Worldometer and scroll down, you can see a table which provides different stats of corona patients broken down into countries for today. And there is another tab which is named yesterday, which provides stats for yesterday. So since this is in the form of a table, this can be linked and downloaded into the data model of Power BI, and we may be able to create dashboard. So I have created this dashboard which is very interactive and provides very useful information. In today's lesson we are going to create this dashboard from scratch by taking data from the website. And for those who are new to SHK Excel World, please subscribe to my channel and also click the bell icon so that you get the latest update about the upcoming videos.
So click the URL above, which is the website address, copy the complete address, and now open your Power BI desktop file. For your information, Power BI desktop is free for downloading and use. And for those who want to know in detail about Power BI, they can refer to my previous video on Power BI desktop and creation of a dashboard. If you want to publish your report online, then you need to sign in. Otherwise, you can create your dashboards freely on desktop version. Just close this dialog box, and this is your blank canvas on which we are going to prepare our reports. For the time being, we require to connect our Power BI file with a data source. So in the home ribbon of Power BI, you have a data group, and at the start of the data group, there is an option of get data. If you open this option, it will list down a number of data sources out of which we require web. Now we are going to paste the URL we copied from the website, which is Worldometer Coronavirus, and press OK. So now Power BI is identifying whether there are tables available on the website which can be linked to the data model of Power BI. So Power BI has identified 3 tables. We can click each one and see what information is available in this preview pane. Click the document, and it does not have any useful information. Click table 0. This is a table that was providing stats for today, and there is a tab with a web view. If we go to the web view, it will tell as to how the table was appearing in the website. So this is now tab and table 0, which is providing stats for today. And if we click table 1, it is saying that table 1 is hidden because the active tab is now, which is actually providing stats for today and not of yesterday. But if you go to the table view, you can see the table that was available in the tab of yesterday. Today we will be just working with table 0. So for downloading table 0 into our data model, just check this checkbox of table 0. Since we can see that there are certain modifications required in values. For example, in new cases there are null values, and there may be other modifications required for data, so that these values are compatible with all of the calculations we are going to do today. Click transform data, which is ultimately going to take this table into the Power Query editor, which is the same Power Query editor that is used in Excel. Even if you don't know how Power Query works, just follow the steps which I am going to do now. And if you want to know in detail as to what are the possibilities in Power Query, you can refer to my previous video on Power Query as well. So this is the Power Query editor, and it has mentioned the table 0 here, and we can see the table data here. And on the right side of it, we have the query settings. 3 steps have been performed by Power Query on its own for cleaning the data. We do not require the last step, so just delete this. And in the first step, which is the source, if you click the settings icon against the source, you will see the URL we pasted for copying this table from the website. So just cancel this, click the navigation step, and now we are going to start the modification process. So as a first step, we can rename this table as today, so that if you download the other table, which was table 1, later on, so you can easily identify as to which table is which one. And the other thing we can do is we can rename the country other as country. Just double click it and delete the other and comma. Now if you go through the column new cases, you can see that there are multiple null values on which you cannot perform calculations. So we'll have to replace these with a 0 value. Just right click on any of the null value, go to replace values, and this is a simple dialog box which says that just find null in all of the instances in new cases column and replace it with 0. Now you have to perform the same operation in all of the other columns. So just scroll down in total deaths column and see if there is any null value. We can see a blank cell, so this has to be replaced with a 0 value. Value to find, we have to find a blank cell, so just leave it like this and do not write anything. Replace with 0. So it will find a blank cell and will replace that with 0. So last column has just been added by voltometer about the date on which the first case appear in each of the country. So maybe we can use this to calculate the number of days from the first date to today, and maybe we can calculate an average of number of cases per day. We know that the actual number of cases per day varies on regular basis, but this will still provide a useful information to assess about how the situation is going in the country. If you see your data, in the first row we have stats for world as a whole. So this is basically a total of all the stats of the countries. So this is a duplication and we need to remove this. And if you scroll down to the end of the table, you will see a total row as well. So this is also a duplication. We need to remove both of these rows. For doing this, in the home ribbon, there is a reduce row group, and just click remove rows and click remove top rows. We need to remove the top one row, type 1 and press OK. Go to remove rows again and click remove bottom rows, and now type 1 and press OK. Now coming back to the total cases column, before that you can see ABC written. So ABC means that the values in this column are stored as a text, so no calculation can be performed on it. So we'll have to convert these into a value. As we know that this is basically the number of patients, so this should be stored as a whole number. Press whole number and do the same with all other columns. And the last column should be stored as a date. So our modification is finalized. Now we just need to load this table, this refined table, into our data model in Power BI. For this, just close and apply, and Power Query Editor will be closed, and we will have our data in Power BI desktop. So it says that a total of 201 countries are affected by the coronavirus, unfortunately. So we still have nothing in our canvas because we haven't created any dashboard. Go to Data tab in Power BI, and before creating any visual, we will create the new columns or the new calculations which are going to help us in analyzing the data from the website. So click on any column, you will see the column tools above, and click the new column. So the first column we are going to create is the average number of cases per day, because we have the date for the first case. So I'm going to write average cases per day equal to, so we have the total number of cases, just write dot and total cases and press tab, divided by, so we need to know the number of days from the first case date till today. Write today And fx, with fx means this is a formula for today, and it will automatically update on daily basis, so we'll not have to come back and modify the today date. And minus first case date, write today, which is the name of our table, and go to today first case and press tab, and no need to do anything further, just close the bracket and press enter. Change the data to a whole number. The next calculation we are going to create is basically the population immunity. In this scenario, we have the information of total deaths up till now for each country and the total number of cases. So again, click new column. So we are going to name this as population immunity equal to, if we calculate total, write total deaths by total cases reported. So this will give a percentage of people who had weak immunity. And if we deduct this from 1, we can get the percentage of people who have strong immunity. So we want to know as to which country has how much percentage immunity. Just going to the column which we just created and change the format to percentage. Now on the basis of this column, we can create another column and divide this data into groups. One group will have the countries who have recovery prospects of greater than 95% or immunity of greater than 95%, and the rest will have a weak recovery prospects. So create a new column and write recovery prospects equal to, so we are going to use the if formula, if tab, if population immunity is greater than, do not write 95%, write 0.95, otherwise it will give an error. We will say that it has strong recovery prospects. Otherwise, it will have weak recovery prospects. You can choose the percentage of your liking, but this is what I feel. So in this way, we have divided the data into two groups, one with strong recovery prospects and one with weak recovery prospects. And we also have already available field, which is the total cases per 1 million population. So we can estimate whether the population in that country is at risk or not. We can define a threshold. For example, I'm defining that if the total number of cases per 1 million population is greater than 500, then the population is at high risk. We can create a new column and write risk to population. Again, use the formula if, press tab, if write dot total cases per 1 million population is greater than say 500, then the population has a high risk or is prone to corona more. Then again use if, press tab and write dot. If total cases per 1 million population is greater than 50, then it is a medium risk to the population. Otherwise, it's a low risk. Now before starting our visualization, we just need to do the last step, which is define the country column as an address. If you click the country column and go to the column tools, there is a group which states properties, and the data category can be defined as a country, so that when we use a map visual, then Power BI can understand that this is a country or an address which can be mapped. Now go to report. We have done all our calculations. Now you can see that there is a globe against the country field. Previously it was not there. Now quickly we are going to create our dashboard. It will not take time because we have done all the hard work already. So just click anywhere in your canvas. Just close this filter view area. We do not need this. Click card, which is a visual available in visualizations. Select total cases. Just click the card, go to format, click data label and reduce the text size to 30. Now we can reduce the size of this visual. Now we just have to copy paste this visual, place it below, and we can have the total active cases. So this is a brief overview of what is available on the website as well, but this will be interactive. Now click anywhere in your canvas, and now we are going to create a pie chart. Take it to above and increase the size a bit. And this pie chart will tell about the number of new deaths and new cases. So new cases and new deaths. Just need to modify this a bit. Click the visual, go to format. We do not need the heading because the pie chart is obvious. So remove the title, and we also do not need the legend, but we are going to modify the details. We can have the category and the data value. Also, we will have to modify the display unit. We need the actual number of cases, and click on the blank area, click the donut chart, place it against the pie chart, increase its size, and now we are going to create the pie chart about the total deaths per country. So we need the country and we need total deaths. Again, a little bit modification. Go to format. We do not need legend and data details, and change it to percentage and category. So it says that out of the total deaths across the globe due to coronavirus, Italy shares 32% of total deaths, which is huge. Need to remove the decimal places. Click in the blank area, and we are going to create a bar chart for average number of cases per day. So this is a bar chart. Pick it up, place it in the blank area and increase the size to fullest. Click the country and click average cases per day. Go to format, remove the x-axis, and we are going to produce the data labels. You can modify this to actual number if you want to. Now we are going to insert maps in there. Click in the blank area and choose filled map. Just adjust the size of it so that it takes the area which is available. Just copy this and paste it again and place it. Click the first map, and in the fields we are going to drop the country. Obviously, as soon as you drop the country, Power BI is going to contact Bing Map and is going to just label all the countries or fill all the countries whose name is available here. So in the first map, we are going to use the field of risk to population in the legends area. So you will see that the colors will change for different countries. It is saying that high risk is blue in color, low risk is purple, and medium risk is brown. So we can remove the title, go to format and off the title because the legend is self-explanatory. Go to the second map and again drop in the country in the field area. And the second category we created was recovery prospects. So just drop this in the legend area. If we hover our cursor, so nothing is appearing other than the name of the country and recovery prospect. So we can drop in the tooltips, the population immunity, which is a field we calculated and on the basis of which we are saying whether the recovery prospects are strong or not. So drop this in the tooltips. So now this is more understandable that on the basis of the legend you are seeing that this country, Algeria, has weak recovery prospects and the population immunity is 93%, which is less than 95%, which was our threshold. We can remove the title from this map as well. In our previous map, which is risk to population map, we can also drop the tooltip, which is total cases per 1 million population, which was the basis of the legends. So just drag and drop it into the tooltip. Now if we hover the cursor over countries, it will say that the total cases per 1 million population is so and so for different countries. Now close all of these view areas. Now our dashboard is final. We are going to change the theme so that the coloring is more appealing. Go to view. In the theme area, just select the one which has a black background. So this is looking pretty good, but we just have to modify our maps as well. Just select the map, go to visualizations, go to format and change the map style to dark. Do the same with other map. So now our dashboard is final and it is looking perfect. We can now see the interactivity of this dashboard. Just minimize the home ribbon If we click Spain, let us see what stats come out. So Spain has 21% of the total death toll globally, and the total new cases reported today are more than 5,000 with more than 500 deaths. And this is the stats overall up to date. And if you go to map, you can see that it is a high risk to its population. Number of cases per 1 million population is more than our threshold, and it has weak recovery prospects, means that or the number of persons who haven't died is less than 95%, and average cases per day is 1336. So this is how you can make an interactive dashboard. It is unfortunate that we have this data available for creating dashboards, but this will certainly provide you with useful information, and you can easily click the refresh button from the home menu to get the updated data directly from the website. Just know the stats at home. Please stay at home and stay safe. Do not forget to subscribe to SHK Excel World, and also remember everyone in your prayers.